Hey guys, it's Vimal here and welcome back to my channel. So how is everything going? I hope you all are having a great time enjoying your Christmas and New Year vacation. See, this is holiday time, right? So I'm also completely in that mood only, and that is the reason for the next couple of days, whatever videos I'll be making, right? I'll be doing all fun and entertainment tech kind of videos only. So you guys will also have a great time watching these videos. So starting off today, I have an amazing smartwatch to show you all guys. This is Amazfit's brand new smartwatch, their flagship level smartwatch, the GTR 2. I have been eagerly waiting for this watch to launch in India and it has finally happened. So this is like an upgraded model of their existing GTR and comes with a lot of new features and upgraded features guys, which I'll be telling you in this video. First of all guys, it's got a new look, complete redesigned look, and on top of that you've got Bluetooth calling support. It can measure SpO2 and has built-in voice assistant features and a lot of other cool stuff. So in this video what I'll do is I'll unbox it, I'll share my experience and complete review on the product. So let's get started. Okay, so here's our brand new smartwatch, the Amazfit GTR 2. See, GTR 2 is an upgrade to their existing GTR smartwatch with a new design and a lot of new features added. It comes in this sort of box packaging, and for your info, the watch is available in two different variants, Classic and the Sport editions. We have the Sport variant right now. And talking about the features, the watch supports sleep monitoring, offers long battery life, on-board music storage and playback, multiple sports tracking, comes with an AMOLED display, and even supports blood oxygen measurement. So those were some of its highlights. Now let's get started with the unboxing. Let me grab my knife and cut the seal on the package. There we go. So the box opens up like this, and on the inside there's another white box with the Amazfit branding. Let's open it and finally check out the smartwatch. Alright, here it is, our brand new Amazfit GTR 2 in Sport Edition. Sport Edition comes with an aluminum alloy body and a silicone strap, while the classic one has a stainless steel body and leather straps on it. And along with this, you get a user manual, which I'm pretty sure nobody's gonna read. And lastly, a magnetic pogo pin charging cable. That's it, these are all the stuff we got in the package. Now let's finally have a look at the GTR 2. This time, Amazfit has made the watch a bit more slim and lightweight than their previous gen, weighing at only around 31.5 grams. Wow, the watch looks quite premium from my first look. Very nice. I like the looks of it. Simple, clean, and elegant. It's definitely a lot slimmer now and has a 3D curved kind of display with a bezel-less design. So let me give you all a closer look and then talk about the display. The GTR 2 has a 1.39-inch AMOLED display with a pixel density of 326 ppi. It's got minute markings all around the body, and talking about the build quality is top notch. On the right, you can see that it's got two buttons. The top one is a power/menu, while the bottom one is a quick access shortcut, which you can easily configure as per your requirement. The quality of the buttons is also nice. And as mentioned earlier, the entire watch case is made of aluminum alloy, and this is how the bottom side looks like. Let me just peel off this sticker. One more thing I forgot to mention is the watch is also 5 atmospheres water resistant. So over here you've got the HR sensor and charging contacts at the center. This time the GTR 2 is also capable of measuring blood oxygen SpO2 levels along with the usual heart rate. And the biggest addition on this smartwatch is it's got a built-in speaker and a microphone for Bluetooth calling on the go. So you can directly speak from the watch itself, no need to even use your smartphone. Very handy, and not only that, the speaker on it can also be used to play music stored on the watch. Now coming to the straps, the quality of the straps is also good, made of high quality silicone, feel flexible and durable. So that's it, that was our complete overview on the design and the build quality. What I'll do is I'll power it on, set it up, and be right back to continue the video. Alright guys, so I'm back to continue the video. I've been using this Amazfit's GTR 2 for quite some time. It's been almost like 5 to 6 days, and today I'll be sharing my complete experience and feedback about the watch in different categories and aspects. So stay tuned and watch the review. First, what I'll do is I'll just show you the watch. We'll go through and navigate the whole UI, and then we'll check out all the apps and features present on the watch. First of all, when you just power on the watch now, first thing you'll observe is how beautiful the display on the GTR 2 is. As mentioned before guys, the Amazfit GTR 2 comes with a 1.39-inch AMOLED display and has a HD resolution with a pixel density of 326 ppi, and let me tell you, it's one heck of a beautiful looking display. The text looks sharp sharp, everything is easily readable on it. And talking about the colors just pop out on the screen. And if you talk about the other things like brightness, see, it's got around like 450 nits of brightness and it's quite bright. You can easily view the display even in outdoors, no issues over there. Keeping that aside, you do have all the other features like raise to wake function is also there, works very well. And you have auto brightness feature also, which you can easily toggle from the status panel itself. And it also has support for always on display. Pretty nice, right? You've got almost everything packed into this watch. Not only that, the watch faces also, if you ask about the watch faces, it's got like plenty of watch faces, guys. There's a dedicated watch face store on the Amazfit app, and you can easily sync your favorite watch face from there, even including your own customized wallpaper kind of watch face. I'll show you all of them in a moment. First, let me just power on the watch and show you how the home screen on it looks like. So this is how the home screen on the watch looks like. And let me tell you, you can easily customize these watch faces as mentioned before. And not only that, some of the watch faces are configurable, guys. That means you can even adjust the widgets on them, like what you want to show on that particular watch face. By swiping down on the home screen, you can easily access the status panel. Over here, it shows you a lot of info like the battery percentage, weather, and Bluetooth status connected info and all that stuff. Along with that, you have some quick access toggles as well. That too in two different pages. On the front, you've got toggles for flashlight, auto brightness, DND mode, power saving mode, screen lock is also there, volume adjustment. And going to the next page, you've got some more modes and features like there's a theater mode present on it and battery level warning. So that's it, guys. These were all the quick access toggles available on the watch. Now by swiping right on the home screen, you can quickly access all the widgets present on the watch, like a quick run through of whatever apps present on it. And by swiping up on the home screen, you can easily access the notifications panel. Here you can check out all your missed notifications like maybe calls, messages from different sort of apps on your phone and stuff like that. And lastly, by swiping left or right on the home screen, you can access some shortcuts to apps that you configured through the app. For example, as soon as you swipe it to the left on the home screen, you get access to your Pi score, which is nothing but like a simple score for your fitness activities, guys, which Amazfit has made. And then going next, you got the complete fitness activity summary. Here you can keep a track on how many steps you've taken, how many distance traveled, calories burned for that particular day. More detailed analysis will be available on the Amazfit Zep app, guys. So that was about the fitness thing. Next, you've got the heart rate monitoring function. Going next, you've got the weather panel. Here you can easily check out all the weather information for the next couple of days. And then you got the music player. As mentioned earlier, guys, the watch has 3 GB onboard storage. So you can save up to like 300 to almost like 600 songs in MP3 format on the watch and easily play them through the built-in speaker. Or you can even use the watch to play music wirelessly on your phone. That option is also there. And not only that, guys, as I've mentioned before, you got voice assistants, right? So you can even use some wireless commands and you don't even need to touch the watch. Just by using your commands, you can start playing the music. That is pretty awesome. And lastly, you've got the widget section, which I've already mentioned just before accessing the menu. So these were all the quick shortcuts that you can easily access from the app. Now, if you want to access a complete list of apps and features like a menu sort of stuff, then you can easily do that by pressing this top button on the watch. Just press that and you can get a complete list of all the apps and features present on it. Here you've got all the apps like there's Pi Info, heart rate measurement app, SpO2 measurement app is there, the workout section, activities, stress level monitoring is also there, and it also supports sleep quality analysis. Then this is the activity goal section where it shows you how all your weekly analysis of activities, whatever you've done and that sort of stuff. Then you've got the music player, the weather app is there, alarms, you can even set alarms on the watch, events, widgets, and lastly you've got the settings. Settings is also very simple. You've just got some watch face settings. You can choose whatever watch face you want to apply on the watch. Then you've got the network and connection settings like Bluetooth and stuff like that. Then you can easily adjust the display and brightness settings, auto brightness features. In the sound and vibration settings, you can set ringtones for the watch or adjust the volume of the media that is playing. You can on or off the system vibrations as well and simple stuff like that. So that is pretty much it, guys. Our complete complete overview on the menu and the built-in apps and features present on the Amazfit GTR 2. Alright, now let me tell you about the heart rate measurement, and then we'll also talk about the workout activity tracking. See guys, the watch comes with capabilities like measuring your heart rate, and not only that, it's also capable of measuring your blood oxygen level as well, SpO2 measurement. And let me tell you, the watch was actually doing a good job. It was accurately measuring both the heart rate and SpO2 levels and was giving accurate results almost like 90 to 95% of the time. I had no issues over here. So, keeping that aside and talking about the workout section, you can easily access the workout activity menu by pressing this bottom button on the watch. And by doing that, you'll get a complete list of all the activities that you can keep a track on. And let me tell you, it's got like plenty of workout activities that it can track. There are like 12 categories, and in each category, you got multiple number of sports and different kind of activities you can measure. And not to forget, it also includes swimming activity because the watch is water resistant, right? So that activity is also covered. So as soon as you start this activity, the watch will measure a variety of things like the steps, distance traveled, calories burned during that particular period, and it also includes VO2 max, oxygen level saturation, and a whole lot of stuff. See, the watch also has GPS plus GLONASS built in, right? So it also has a complete graph of the geolocation, and it can easily display that on the watch as well as the smartphone app. But one thing I have to tell you over here is the watch was taking a bit of time to lock on to the GPS signal, guys. It was taking almost like 4 to 5 minutes. Until then, I just had to wear the watch and wait before starting my activity so it can lock on to the GPS signal, and then I could proceed with my activity. So that is the only thing. But apart from that, everything else was fine. As mentioned earlier, the GTR 2 has built-in mic and a speaker, right? So when you toggle Bluetooth calling mode, instead of answering the calls on your phone, you can easily do that directly from the watch itself. Like, you don't even need to touch the phone. And the mic quality was pretty good. The other person was able to clearly hear me while I was speaking through the watch. And this testing was done in indoor conditions, guys, in normal ambient surroundings. And keeping that aside, if you talk about the speaker quality, what I'll do is I'll just play some music file on this watch. You'll get to know how the speaker quality on it is. So just check out this clip. Okay, now coming to the fun part, let me tell you about the voice assistant features. So initially the brand said that the watch will be powered by Amazon Alexa, and also you'll have some offline voice assistant commands. But as of now, the GTR 2 doesn't have Amazon Alexa in India, guys, and I'm not sure when it will be available also. We'll have to wait for a confirmation from the brand itself. Keeping that aside, you do have some offline voice assistant features. For example, you can use these offline voice assistants to completely control the watch features, like you can increase the brightness, or you can ask it to increase or decrease the volume level, or maybe you can lock the watch, or maybe you can ask it to open some sort of app, or maybe you can even ask it to start measuring your heart rate, all without even touching the watch, guys, watch display. Pretty awesome stuff, right? And it activates as soon as you raise the watch. For example, you've got a raise to wake feature on, right? So as soon as you lift your wrist like this, you'll get a small icon on the bottom side which indicates that voice assistant is active and is listening and waiting for your commands. So you can turn it on or off, but turning it on will slightly reduce the battery life. So keep that thing in mind. And as far as the feature is working, it was working pretty well and was accurately detecting like whatever I was asking it to do. So now let me show you how you receive notifications on this watch. I'll show you both the call notifications as well as the message notifications. For this, you have to keep the watch always paired with your phone. Then only you'll be able to get the notifications in real time via Bluetooth. So here you've got two particular call modes. You can either enable Bluetooth calling functions. You can directly answer your calls through the watch itself. And if you don't want that, you can turn it off. Then you'll only get like simple call notifications where you can either end the call or dismiss that notification. And this is how you you'll receive message notifications on your phone from variety of apps like maybe Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, and stuff like that. There is no option to reply to these messages as of now. You can only view the content of the message and see the name of the person sending it. Now let's talk about the battery life. The Amazfit GTR 2 offers very good battery life, and I've been using it for the past few days, right? So on a typical kind of usage, which includes Bluetooth pairing always enabled, and you are getting frequent notifications, you're getting frequent calls, slight workout activities like every alternate day, and these sort of stuff, you can expect around like 12 to 13 days of battery life, guys. But if you don't use the watch in this sort of manner and use it only like a simple watch with all the features turned off, like maybe Bluetooth is turned off, you're not using all the smart features, and automatic heart rate measurement is also reduced, so the frequency of measurement is reduced, right? So these sort of case, you can expect around like 25 to 30 days of battery life in the basic mode. And charging the watch from 0 to 100 took me around like 1.5 to 2 hours. Well, that's it. That was my video on Amazfit's brand new GTR 2. It's an awesome smartwatch for the price, definitely a step up from their previous gen. Looks stylish, love the AMOLED display, it's water resistant, offers great features and functionality, and also decently good battery life. Only thing I felt is the UI on it sometimes feels a bit sluggish. Also, the watch takes a bit of time to lock onto the GPS signal. Apart from that, if Amazfit could also add Alexa support soon, it would make it even more awesome. The watch costs around 12,999 rupees and is definitely worth the price, guys. One of the best I've seen in this price range. I'll just leave a link to that in the description box below. You can check it out there. So that's it for today. Hope you all enjoyed it. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more new awesome videos. And I'll see you all in my next one.